His top brass leadership in the form of its President Cyril Ramaphosa and their provincial chairperson in Limpopo, Stanley Chupu Matabata. They are here in Sekhukhune, in the Sekhukhune region, and visiting the various royal households in this specific area. This is the second household that the ANC leadership is in at this point in time. But I'm going to bring in Mr. Donald Selamlela just to speak in essence of the leadership of the ANC's visit to this particular region of Sekhukhune and this particular area. Mr. Selamlela, the essence of the ANC visit to the royal households. Earlier on, you went to the BAPEDI regent. The president spoke to them and said that they're here for the ANC's 110th birthday celebrations. This is your second visit. What's going on inside?
You are right, we started at the BAPEDI Royal House, where the president and the premier met with the regent. It is important that we do that because you would know that in its formation, as we celebrate the 110 years, the ANC was formed by traditional leaders. They were very, very central, especially those from this particular region, especially from the BAPEDI Royal House. So it's very, very important. In this house where we are now is the home of, is the Royal House where Comrade John Juan Nkadimeng is from. Is the Nkadimeng Royal House. So he's from here. He played a very, very important role in the struggle for liberation of our people. He's one of our first ambassadors to the Republic of Cuba. And you would know that Comrade Juan Nkadimeng left us a year ago due to COVID complications during the COVID time. So it is important that the president comes to pay homage to the family once again, but also to communicate our message. We continue to communicate our message to the people of this region for having went out in their numbers to support us during the previous poll, during the elections, and also that we continue to seek their wisdom and source their support and wisdom as we march forward as the organization to the next years.
Thank you very much, Mr. Donald Selamlela. That Mr. Donald Selamlela is the ANC's provincial spokesperson in the province of Limpopo. We will come back and speak to Pulemabe, secretary. That would be Mintali, the General Secretary of COSATU. COSATU's response to the first part of the State Capture Commission report that was handed over to the President yesterday by the Acting Chief Justice and Chairperson of the State Capture Commission, Raymond Zondo, and your views of the report, if you've had a chance to glance at it.
No, thank you very much and compliments. Regrettably, we have not looked to the report itself. We appreciate it, though a little bit later than expected, that the report should be handed to the President. We also acknowledge the President's response that within a certain period, he will be able to work it out what is the way forward. But with the same breath, we don't believe that the law enforcement agency should be waiting for any other recommendation when there are clear signs on some of the people fingered in the report that some legal action has to be taken.
The report goes further to say former President Jacob Zuma was complicit in working with the private sector in the collapse of the South African Revenue Services, SARS. Are you surprised?
We will be surprised in terms of what other people have done. But facts are facts. If there are facts that indicated something that go to that extent, we're worried. We're worried about what else that has not been revealed up to so far, because the former president refused to come to the commissions to answer some questions. Dudumieni refused to answer some questions. And I think there are many of that kind that have are planning to go scot-free. We hope that the law enforcement agency will move with speed. Our view was that money stolen must be recovered. Conviction just to go to jail is not enough without getting the money. People can hide money, go to jail, get a parole, come back and live a stylish life. We think the state agency must follow the money wherever it is and recover it.
Thank you very much. That is Mr. Pegin Chalinjali, the General Secretary of the Congress of the African Trade Unions, saying they have not had a chance to read and go through the first part of the State Capture Commission report, saying that Tutumieni, former President Zuma, all refused to go and answer questions, and some people want to get away scot-free. The report goes further to say people like Brian Molefe, the former group CEO of Transnet, people like Tom Moyani at SARS, they must all be charged. One must be charged with perjury for lying under oath. That is Tom Moyani and also Brian Molefe for breaching the PFMA in the form of the procurement when it comes to the TNA breakfast that was done by Transnet during his tenure. Mr. Mabe, ANC spokesperson, you've issued out a response.
All right, the visuals are frozen there on that report by Samkele Maseko, but I'm sure he'll continue to give us updates as the African National Congress approaches Saturday.
I'm